Hello. Who will be my main? Probably you. We probably got a good camera here. I can't take it. I had to do that. Well, I guess it's been a while since you've seen me. Since my last video, and I was telling you who I was, and I didn't care who won. Now, when I say like who won and I didn't care, basically what I'm saying is what was presented before the American people, I knew myself who was going to win. I even alluded to that. But first I have to say, I am sorry. Even though I did that little bit when I started, I do think it's funny. Not that people's pain is funny. I do think it's funny how people react. And people have every way. People can react how they want to react. And no one can tell them how they should feel. Because that is truly their feelings. Now, I can say I don't necessarily agree with why they're doing that. But I understand. Because what is lost? Because what is lost is people are truly, truly hurting. And people, in a sense, they kind of feel like their outcome, in their mind, they knew that it was going to happen that way. But similar to myself, what I kept telling folks was that I knew it was going to happen the other way. And I'm not going to say that I agreed with that, but I knew it was going to happen the other way. So let's address some issues. First issue that we'd like to address is that, like I said before, do I think Trump is a great person? No. Do I think Trump is a great businessman? I think he's a successful businessman, right? And do I think Trump cares about poor people? All those answers were no. But right now, as there's post-mortem going on, and what the Democrats are finally realizing is that even though Trump was none of those things, he identified with the working class, with the poorer class, and he also identified with men. I really feel that where the Democrats lost a lot of play and a lot of people is with men. I know what was on the ballot this year were reproductive rights. But I kind of feel that if they could have done it away without insulting men or hurting men or diminishing what they do to society, they could have maybe had a better chance. Everyone jumped on Bernie Sanders, right? Everyone tried to kill Bernie Sanders. But what I liked about that is I had said that right at Obama's, when he, I guess last summer, 2008, and when they were running again, and the Democratic Party kicked Bernie Sanders out. They kicked this man out, and to me, at that time, what they should have done was double down on Bernie. A lot of people thought he was probably crazy, right? But what he did, still gotta go. What he did, he also spoke to that working class of Americans. And the Democrats kind of lost that. And now, what I'm glad that I'm hearing now is that, they're getting their comeuppance per se. Bernie Sanders was, hey, you need to look into the working class because no one is paying attention to them. But the Dems did not listen. They decided to go another route. Now, that other route, those other issues are important. I'm going to say, like, no one's issue is not more important or less important. But the problem that I see was that if you're going to address other issues, the issues that were your core base identifies with, you cannot overlook that. You cannot keep telling us that the economy is okay. Walk out, buy a burger. I'm just right over here at Burger King, and when a value meal used to be like $8 and now it's $14, you can't tell me the economy is okay. So that's number one. But so that's an issue, and they overlook that issue, and they want to, now I guess the new term is, they wanted to gaslight us, and you can't gaslight us. So what happened, Ernie? Well, make sure that's on, is that Trump or Trump's team saw that. And once they saw that, they started talking to them, right? So they saw that they say that when you make a business, and I haven't had a business myself, but if you find a need or a niche that people are not addressing, then attack that. The Democrats were not addressing the poor working class. They had other issues, and those other issues were, you already know, but the one big main one was where people was kind of, we'll say, offended by, well, you don't say offended, but that bothered people was everyone coming over here, right? And so if you have everyone coming over here, and you want to say, if people want to say misinformation or misinformed, whatever, but if you have everyone coming over here, and we're like, hey, we should probably do something, and we saw the stories in the news, whether you believe they're true or not, where, you know, these people were getting killed by like immigrants, and we saw that in the news, and they tried to cover that up. Whereas the right, not that they're right, the right says, no, we're not going to do that. And then there's the other little issues that they were addressing. They're like, no, we're not going to do that. And also the right made it okay for you to be who you are. I'm not saying you're a bigot. I'm not saying you're a misogynist. I'm not saying, like, none of those things are not acceptable. But if you're walking out and you're saying, hey, is this person legal? Should he receive the same benefits as most normal Americans? That's not wrong. So, like, they address those issues. And, like, one of the things that I kept saying is you have to address those issues. So, Ernie, how did you know that he was going to win? And I didn't even say that I wanted the dude to win. But how do I know? Like I said earlier in one of my other videos, I kept saying everyone that I was talking to, and I'm in California. California is a blue state, and it's going to go blue no matter what. But Ernie, how did you know? Ernie, how did you know? How I knew was, like, even I'm in California, I wake up early in the morning to do Uber. A side note, I always tell people, gonna offend someone here, like, if I'm paying for all the bills, right, and look at my kids and everyone else, if I'm paying for all the bills, and if I'm doing all the work, I respect your opinion, but you got to understand, I'm out there in them streets. A little ghetto, not ghetto. But if I'm out there in the streets and I'm breaking my back, and if you're on the sideline saying, like, I think you should vote for this person, I'm not going to hear you. Not going to hear you, because I'm putting in that work. Who is affecting me? Like, that's how I look at it. So, back to the story. So I'm like, they were like, how did you know they were going to win? Everyone that I've talked to, with the exception of where I work in the industry, everyone that I talked to had said Trump. People coming to the job had said Trump. I said, it has nothing to do with who I voted for or didn't. But all these people kept telling me Trump. When I would wake up early in the morning to do Uber, when I would go out and do my other side, my side jobs, they would tell me Trump. Now this is in California, and just driving around, and we used to never see like Trump flags. Let's just go down to Orange County. We all know that, but like there started to be Trump flags up here. Now that let me know, right? That let me know, oh, he's even, breaking that blue wall here. And the reason why he's breaking that blue wall here were just the workers. This is all because of the workers, right? People can say any and everything. Like one of the stats or the takeaways from the election, they said that Trump has surrounded himself with former Democrats. Robert F. Kennedy, Vivek, Elon Musk. All those people were Democrats, right? And all those people had experience working with the working class, right? And I don't know if Trump's going to do anything for the working class. But what I do know is no one was talking to them, right? And people kept saying the economy is only an issue in your head. The economy is only an issue in your head? And that's what I mean. There's a disconnect. I was talking to this one guy. He says groceries not up. I said, where do you shop? I shop at Trader Joe's. You shop at Trader Joe's? Son, I'm out here going to Albertsons and my bill done doubled. So how can you tell me that the groceries didn't go up? Like, what are you buying at Trader Joe's? Cheese and wine? Cheese and wine is going to always be the same price regardless. And you're going to tell me that I don't know what the people want? I'm just saying, for the next election, right? We don't know what Trump's going to do. And there's a lot of good, bad stuff in that Project 25. You already see my skin color. We already know that they don't want to teach history and all that good stuff. And we don't know what he's going to do. And yes, it's bad. Like I alluded to one of my videos earlier, how it is person of my color working in America. Yes. And I'm saying, we're all saying, right? And I looked at it and I didn't say, we just let it go. We just let it go. And I'm saying that even with all of that, I said, right? I understand. I said, it doesn't matter what I do, right? Because I have to survive anyway, right? I'm saying, yet that other party, the blue one, y'all should have saw this coming, right? And so I do agree. I do understand. I understand how you feel, because at times I feel that way, right? And I know people are getting upset. They're lashing out. Double up. They're lashing out, right? They're lashing out, and it's okay, we want you to deport this. Okay, we want you to do that. Okay, we want you to do that. But what did you do before that? Did you thank the working class? Did you thank them, your males? Or did you say, hey, it's all about me? Most males will not say it's all about them. They're gonna go out there and take care of the family, right? We got some deadbeats as well. But I'm saying it's just hard to me. What was heartbreaking, when you're seeing me, we'll say a Hispanic family, black family, even white family, where they have to decide whether they're gonna pay their grocery bills or pay the electric. And then people on the other sides that vote heavily blue, those are not those concerns. I understand your concern, and I understand what you believe this man is going to do. And I can't say he's going to do it or not. I cannot say he's going to do it or not. I feel your pain. But in closing here, I ramble. In closing here, did you understand, the Jorge or the Tyrone, when they were coming to your house, what he's going through, how many jobs he has, while you have your one or two, let's say your one job or your inheritance? Did you understand that? Did you understand Maria, who's cleaning your house and has to ride the bus, right? These are people that I see and I talk to, right? Yes, Maria's worried about, reproductive rights, but Maria has 1, 2, 3 jobs just barely to survive. So what is she going to choose? She's going to choose, hey, I should eat, right? Because I have a family to take care of. And I know it's wrong, and there's no proper answers, right? What I will say, imagine if the Democratic Party would not have got rid of Bernie Sanders. They could have had two momentums. They would have had Obama and they would have had Bernie Sanders. But since they did that, we are at where we're at now. Imagine if they would have let Bernie run, they probably even wouldn't have been a Trump. Trump would have ran, but Bernie would have run that first time, right? Because like he was speaking to how people can't buy a house. He was speaking to higher minimum wage. He was speaking to the needs of the American people, right? And once you neglected the needs of the American people, the people neglected you. Bars! Well, that was very, very long. I don't know where it is. I gotta go. Family's here, and we're gonna see. And I don't even know if the other one was recording. If it wasn't, I guess it's just you. All right, peace.